Hello, everyone, and good evening. This is Angie'S. Welcome to Angie's Talk Show. For all the people around the world, all our viewers, we thank you very much. If you are here with us, you need to message us and say hello. And I am going to bring you so much fun today and exciting and all that good stuff because my special guests are all the way from the Philippines. So I can't wait to bring you guys these wonderful entrepreneurs way back from the Philippines. So anyways, well, thank you again so much for being here. I am super glad that you are joining us or you can join us tonight. It is actually 8 o'clock in Calgary, Alberta, and it is 10 o'clock in the Philippines. So what a difference in time. It is Sunday in the Philippines and now it is here in Canada is Saturday. So for all the people watching in the Philippines, good morning, happy Sunday. And for all the people watching here in Canada, good evening and happy Saturday. So I don't know about you guys, but I did my gardening today and I'm super proud of myself. It's not so fun. It's so tiring, but guess what? The result and the reward after you see all those beautiful flowers gonna be so amazingly rewarding. So anyways, I hope that you are enjoying the summer so far. And I am going to tell you a little bit about why we do what we do. Well, there was one time when I was actually dealing with this COVID pandemic and quarantine. I was so stressed, and at the same time, I am not myself because I'm not used to be staying home. I'm always outside hugging people, saying hello, and just wanting to be in front of people. Unfortunately, what happened is everything closed down. So I know that you're feeling the same thing, but I hope you're coping with. So that's why I brought this Angie's Talk Show, because I want to talk about life of people, experiences. What are they going through? What are they working on? And how are they thriving in the midst of pandemic? So there's a lot of people who have a generous heart, good-hearted people out there who are willing to think about others, do something for others before themselves. And guess what, guys? When I do that, when I do and think about other people, my goodness, the joy and fulfillment is just phenomenal. If you are thinking about what you can do to other people instead of thinking how hard life is, on how devastated you are with all the things that's happening, that will not do anything good to you. So think about what you can do for others, and that's the time that you will feel that joy and fulfillment in your heart. So before I'm gonna bring you these wonderful people, I want them to tell you a little bit because they are all the way from the Philippines. And my wonderful, beautiful daughter,
Hi.
Lubaton, and wonderful, handsome son, Mark, and of course, my cousin, Michelle Lucina Abisames.
Hi.
So thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. I love you
Love
guys
you.
for being here with me tonight. So thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I am very excited because now is the night that I am going to tell you why we are here. So all these, both these entrepreneurs or three of them, they have a very entrepreneurial mind, very coming from an ordinary human being, ordinary people, but having an extraordinary heart to give back and serve other people. So that's why they touch my heart and they inspire me to keep doing what I do because guess what, guys? They are half my age and they've been done so much in their life already. So what's wrong with that? So, anyways, they reflect on how I want to see myself. And I wish that I have that ability when I was younger like them to do the things I love to do. So I will introduce you Miss Lubaton Gallo, an
Uh,
entrepreneur and born leader for
um,
community development and for indigenous people and link community leaders to her project plans as first. This is what's so exciting, guys, and I'm super excited and proud of this daughter. As the first
yeah.
country president of Women of Global Change
Wow.
Foundation, WGCF Philippines. And this is founded by Dame Shirley
Really
Hunt
count.
in the USA.
Yeah.
And this CF is a network of business leaders and entrepreneurs. And imagine that, and working in a global to get a business and camaraderie and service, so can create things bigger together than ever could alone. This is so true. And there's a lot of things that I want to ask Luvan, but here she is. I want her to tell you more about it, and I gonna be telling you more about her. So say hello to Luvan, guys.
Hello everyone. Yes, my name is Lovanne, yeah, as discussed here. Yeah, I'm from I'm from Mindanao actually. So, our dialect there is Bisaya, and I'm here in Manila. So, Tagalog is our official language, a dialect here in Philippines. So, but I'm talking here because WGC USA is watching us right now. So I'll try to communicate with English. So yeah, what I can say about my leadership, I'm so happy and grateful that Women of Global Change. This is in the first history of the Philippines that we got this place in the entire world, being part of a women entrepreneurs gathered together to give impact to the society. You know, so here in Philippines, we have this project as a 5-year plan here, which is we call this sustainable projects, which is in holistic approach. One is the project with Mark, which is the Solar Hope, is giving lights to the community. The people who are or houses or community that has no lights. So we're giving them. We're with WGC is sponsoring and supporting that cause. That's why we have this collaboration with Solar Hope, which is Mark is the founder, and also Africa Access to Energy is also another group that is also behind this project. And well, Women of Global Change is here to to connect with other organizations. We are here to be the sister. We are here to be the friend. We're here to bridge organizations to organization. What is lacking to their organization, and also bring leaders to be a good leader. Because there's lots of leaders here who has the heart to be a leader, but they don't know what to do. um, it's not like with the sustainable projects, the heart with the sustainable projects. So we're here to to discuss that, and I'm here also to discuss what are the causes, what is the purpose of being a leader, and why is it I stood here for our country, for the society, and to the world, because actually, I'm shy. I'm shy, but I said to myself, "Oh, you need to speak because you're not speaking for yourself. You're speaking for the cause. You're speaking for, it's time for you to say something about the community. It's something that is, especially the indigenous people. People that doesn't know how to write. They're deprived with education. They're deprived with toilets. They don't have sanitation. deprived of technology, deprived of livelihood, you know. But yeah, we can judge them of their happiness. But since that, but then again, um, we need, you know, we need to support them in terms of the basic needs. Support them in their futures, generations. That's why um, the collaborations of leaders is very important here. That's why I'm
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's very important to also because just so you know, guys, Luvan is not just doing this. She's not just a president of the WGCF. She got actually her own business, so she run her own business, and that's why I'm telling you guys, like we might see people like seeing them like ordinary people, but with an extraordinary work ethic, and at the same time, the heart to give. And what she's saying about this CGF is it's just a stepping stone to reaching out more. Like all entrepreneurs are going together, and together they can make a change in
Difference.
the world,
Yeah.
difference in the world. So, but tell us a little bit about your work, and then I'm gonna go with Mark. But tell me about your company. Tell us about your company right now. Like, what do you
Ah,
do?
okay. Well, I started with this because my heart is really for the community. Okay, I graduated college architecture way back to 2004. So but my first year was like I really wanted to be part of the Muslim community and give them some support, but I don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to myself, "Oh, I don't want to beg, or I don't want to, you know, ask money from this person because I'm shy to ask." So I said to myself, like, I prayed, you know, and I said, "Give me wisdom."
But
So
guess what? We saw.
I said, I give me wisdom, or and then there is certain wisdom that I said, "Oh, I'll be creating a business, you know, I mean, a company that will support my cause."
Mm-hmm.
So it started there, and my capital is my gift and my integrity as a person, and lots of people, lots of investors have, you know, have this trust in me, and you know, and eventually for 15 years actually. This is
Mm-hmm.
construction firm. This is construction, right? Design and build. So that's my business. So we design, I collaborate with designers, good design, I mean, very good designers, interior designers, engineers, and architects to have this also a design for a big project. So I started there, and expanded to another businesses. So I with the production, with the film productions, with the trading, and with the real estate. So it's just like a, you know, I didn't, you know, e- expect the expansion of the business, because every time I have money, I have profit. Every weekend, I tend to help that to the community, you know, without any obligations that, oh, you're obliged to. But that's because that's my heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cause. That's
Yeah,
why
you're born with that
yeah.
gift. Yeah, we're born. You are born gifted, and that is so amazing. And guys, um, Luvan started having his own business when she was 22 years old.
Yeah.
Imagine that. And she took his like maybe in his fourth year in the university and taking up a Bachelor of Science in architecture. But then he went to Manila for with $3,000 in her pocket, and
3,000
now
pesos.
I
Yeah.
mean pesos,
Peso,
three
peso. Yeah.
thousand pesos in
Yeah.
her pocket, and now her company is one
Um,
of the like one of the well-known company in Manila. And this is huge, guys. I mean, for all the people who have that burning desire to
yeah.
really make things happen, You cannot wait for things to happen. You need to go and get it done. And with this girl, starting 22 years old and has his own business. I don't know, guys, but you know what? Everything is possible, and that's I something that I really stand for. So that is Luvan. I gotta come back with you with more questions, Luvan. But I am super
Okay.
excited to come
Thank
and share
you.
you, Mark. Thank you so much for that share, Luvan. I really
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate, and you are such an inspiring
Thank
girl. Like
you.
I will say aspiring daughter. So I can
Yeah.
tell you a
Thank
little bit
you.
about that. So,
Yeah.
anyways, here it is. I am going to bring you this wonderful young entrepreneur as well. And just so you know, you cannot be like you might be surprised on what this amazing man is been doing. John Mark Napao, and he is an electrical engineer, but he is also the president and founder of Solar Hope, an NGO that aims to provide solar and sustainable solutions to marginalized communities in the Philippines. So this is so amazing, but I want him to tell you a little bit about his background, sir. Here you go. Hello, Mark. How are you doing?
Hi, good evening there. Good morning here. Am I
Yes,
clear?
yes,
You're
absolutely
good.
clear.
Yeah,
You are.
thank you for having me. And also, I'm happy to share this show with Lovan and Tita Angie. I'm Mark Napao, and I'm the president and founder of Solar Hope. We're an NGO that helps marginalized communities to have light and hope. But like Lovan, aside from the NGO, I'm also working in the national grid as an engineer. So that's sometimes where our funds come from. Some from my salary, and also for my daily living, of course. I graduated as electrical engineer back in 2017. No, 2016. And after that year, I faced a series of challenges in my life, and it's a long story, but eventually I undergo depression, and I was about to lose hope. But everything changed when I joined an outreach in a community in the Philippines, and I somehow regained my sense of purpose, and that's actually how I started Solar Hope. So maybe later I'll share more about that journey.
Absolutely. That is amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Mark. I know that you are doing so much also for that community. But first of all, tell me a little bit about your journey being a student. How old are you now, and what you love the most doing what you do?
Yeah, I'm just 26 years old. I started
Yes.
Solar Hope when I was 23, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
22. Same
Mm-hmm.
with Loban pala, no? uh, yeah, and it was really a good journey. As I was telling, growing up, I was an achiever. People say I'm multi-talented, and I'm not used to failures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always top of the class or etc. So that's why when I graduated, I faced series of failures that somehow I was able to handle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was really a hard journey. But yeah, I guess there's something in volunteering or doing stuff for others that refreshes you as
Mm-hmm.
well. And to be honest, I stopped taking meds, and the doctor, after I did Solar Hope, it became my therapy eventually. So
Wow.
yeah, now I'm looking back. I don't see it as something as a handicap or something that I'm ashamed to share of, because I believe that whoever or whatever I'm doing right now, that journey or that depression that I went through is also a part of why I'm more stronger now and more mature now in life.
Wow, that's amazing. See, you guys, this is what I love. This is what I love on what I do.
Mm.
Can you imagine that? Like he used his um challenges and all these things, that struggles and whatever he'd been through, and use that as his foundation to see outside himself. The reason why other people sometimes, that what Mark is saying about that depression or anything else, it might be a sickness, it might be something that you cannot prevent. But as I have said so many times, if you see outside yourself and see these people, you are going to develop that gratefulness in your heart and see how blessed you are. And I am so proud of Mark, because at the same time, what Lovanne have been through and Mark have been through, it is just such an amazing journey to change their lives, but at the same time, through service. And so, yes, he is an engineer, and I know that you are being partnering and working with some other people in your project. So, tell us more about that.
Yeah, actually, the main project of Solar Hoop is what we call Tanglao. It in English it means a glimpse of light. Tanglao, that's a Tagalog word. And what we do in Tanglao is we go to marginalized communities or indigenous communities, and first we identify the households, we map and engage with the community, and actually whenever we go there, our mindset is we don't have the solution. We're there to learn with you and work the solution with you. So in the
Mm-hmm.
to date, I guess we have adopted 5 communities. And in these 5 communities, we have already lighted 264 homes.
Wow.
And yeah, those families who have already light, for us, sometimes it's just we take it for granted, the light, but for them, that means a lot. It means savings, education, opportunity, and hope for these families.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's why, like, when I have found you guys, when Luvan connected with me, and then it seems like after I talk to you guys, it seems that I know you forever. Like, I can see myself in you. And I said,
Um,
wow, like, amazing. And I see your videos and I see all those things that you're doing, and I can only feel, I get goosebumps when I'm watching those videos. And I said, wow, that is like me in my young age, if I had the chance. But now I
Yang pa naman
see.
kayo, tita. Yang pa kayo.
yeah,
Yeah.
young couple.
Thank you, Anako. If you're gonna be here in Calgary, I'm gonna buy you a coffee. That's for sure.
Bukas din.
Bukas. But that is so amazing. I'm just like in tears when I see Luvan, like getting in the boat for 45 minutes, taking the boat, and like that boat is so low and it's like close to sinking
Yeah,
because
it's
of the
like
books. Oh my gosh. And like seeing you, Mark, with all these people climbing on the mountains, and reaching out these people who have no light, like it's unbelievable. But before I'm gonna go get so much more excited, I gonna go. Thank you so much, Mark, for sharing. But I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to our viewers. Nes Pilarca Barbero, watching from LA, California, in United
hi.
States.
Hello.
And my beautiful friend Raylene and Rodrigo Bongard. Oh my gosh, from Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. She's gonna kill me. I can't remember, but I've been there with her. And in United States as well. Hello, Atines, and of course Luan. Sending you hugs too, and say, well, thank you so much, Luan from Calgary. And we have Rachel too, Navarra watching us. And of course, I want to say hello to uh, um, uh, Jose Abisamis,
Oh, number one fan.
my number one fan. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. Okay, so now we are. Well, yes, and he is watching from Edmonton. Yes, absolutely. So, thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight. It is so amazing to just learn all the things that we are learning right now. And why are these two here on the show?
Mhm.
Last Saturday, we have the principal, Mary from Bukay Abra. She is an Ilocano principal. She came to us and wanting us to help the school to bring some, what do you call that, walkie-talkie. And their project is about busog, lusog, talino, meaning okay, how you translate that? So we need to feed the kids, and so that they will be healthy, and at the same time we help them by their education, with their education. So that's busog, lusog, talito, and to date there are already so many people have been saying we want to be part of that. Um,
Wow.
Michelle's husband and Michelle already on board. There's so many already. And Mark, I have a good news for you. We already have some people who will provide solar. So that's why,
Wow.
yes. And so
Thank
I'm
you.
super excited. And so that's why, guys, I said to myself, I said, if this is what we're going to do, we need to bring you guys together so that we can collaborate, so that we learn on what we can do in order to help each other. So Luvan here is also with all those retail, and we want also to know exactly what Luvan is doing, and so that we can support too. And so maybe Michelle have some questions for you. So go ahead and have some question, Michelle.
Before anything else, magandang gabi Canada. Good evening Canada. Magandang umaga Pilipinas. Good morning Philippines. And again, welcome to Talk Show with Angie. I thank you for having me over, and I'm actually very happy to learn about what this young people has done. They started at 22. I was 22 last year, so that's when I started everything as well. So I think we're on the same in the same army. So yeah, so my question actually, I was just looking at all of your accomplishments, and I'm really glad that at a young age, you have discovered all of this passion. You've discovered that purpose already. But I like as someone who's wanting to also reach out and to help you guys out. I want to know like how you are doing all of these projects. Like I'm very actually excited to know how else we can help you guys. And yeah, like let's get more support because what we want to do is be able to reach out. I know Mark, you mentioned there are already 5 communities that you have adopted, so we want to grow the number of communities that we can help. And I know like how talented you are and how like the leadership in you, Lovanne. So all of these skills, all of these traits will, complement each other, and we will be able to, help and more people for sure.
Yeah. So maybe we will start with Luvan.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, the project. We have this like before we have this. This show. Mark and I, we have this conversation. So well, we have this 5-year plan. Okay. So we have this 5-year plan, and we have this adopted community that is on 1 hectare in Antipolo. This is for Dumagat tribes. So
Mhm.
the 5-year plan has this solar to light the community. That's the first. So Mark and I we talk about it that that's the 5-year plan is part of it. Um, and then we have this learning center for the indigenous people.
Mhm.
Giving them a library, teachers that is also we tied up with teachers that will also willing to teach there to volunteer because the kids cannot go down to the to the main community because up to the main municipality where there's school because they can't walk going to that area.
Hmm.
So we want to bring these after lighting the community. So to have the sustainable projects, so we need to have, give them that education, proper, not proper, but it's they could learn from that, so bring teacher there, bring the small school there, a learning center, bring the small a clinic where they could get the free medication, free checkups, because we have volunteers as well who could go there as well. So, well, we need to have more sponsors for the medicines, we for the books also. Of course, yeah, for the 50 of for the communities that is not lighted yet to that area. So to have this impact, is we wanted to have results after 5 year, 5 years.
Mhm.
So we
So
wanted
how
to.
many, sorry na kung if I am sorry to interrupt you, but
Uh,
how many people are we talking about, anak, in that small community who have no lights, who you want to bring a small school for them, and how many people are we talking about?
so far right now, because the mapping is not yet done, but
Mm,
as per our ground leader, for Dean, that's 50 houses,
50 houses, okay.
50 houses for the 1 hectare project. So yeah, so I told Mark that, Mark, if we could start with that, and so we could see the impact after 5 year. So when we lighted the house, I mean the community, we see them learning, we see them having the
Mm-hmm.
sanitation. We have
Mm-hmm.
that livelihood and training program for them,
Mm-hmm.
and there's agriculture, it's like that. So it's just a.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
It's a
So
holistic one.
what part of the
Holistic
Philippines,
project.
nako?
Mm. And so this would be that's why the 5 year plan for sustainable project,
Mm-hmm.
because our thinking is that this will be copied to other communities.
Yeah.
This will copy to the other. This would be a model to some leaders that also could, do this.
Replicate. Yeah.
Not just us, but we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get like the big example of the results. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said to Mark, we need to do this. We need to do this, please. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much into this project that want to
Mm-hmm.
see 5 years from now. We
Mm-hmm.
see we see the kids that are they could read, and they are
Yes.
healthy, So it's like that. Mm.
Mm-hmm. So how like, okay, so in that small island, we talk about island. So there are
Um,
only 50 houses in that island, anak ko?
but that's very far. Like one house is very far from another house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like
It's a
you have to.
mountain.
It's it's literal mountain.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a mountain. Yeah. So
Wow. Okay,
mm.
okay. And so where is this again, nakong? I missed that. Where's this?
It's Kalangin. It's Kalangin Antipolo. It's in Calao.
Antipolo.
Kalawis,
But,
Antipolo.
yeah, we choose this. We choose this project is I mean the location because as a pilot, as a model community for the sustainable project, we could
Mhm.
easily manage them. We could easily access lots of volunteers, and you
Mhm.
see the growth. The
Mhm.
step by step. So
Mhm.
that's why,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. So, because like, if it's in 5 years, please do me a big favor, anako. You guys are kind of doing the planning on this one. What we might need from you guys is like the breakdown. So, for example, like in a year, what is your plan? What do you want to finish in a year? And in that year, let's divide it into of months, and in that months let's divide it into like like we need to divide that, because we cannot just say, okay, we're gonna put this in 5 years. No, we need to see something that is like tangible, like, okay, um in 1 year this is what we need to be done, and so in 1 year divided by into 12 in every single month, what project, or 3 months or 6 months. So, and then that's something that you give it to us, and hopefully we can kind of contribute to okay Mom, this one is what we're gonna do in 1 month. How much funds we need in 1 month? Okay, so maybe that we're gonna talk about that more. And I want to thank you, Rachel. Rachel Navarra said we support you, Ate, and they said that. They love the project,
Wow.
so that's why,
Wow.
like, I'm very happy.
Thank you.
People are really like hearing us, so that's awesome. So like, can you do that, Anako, Luvan? Can you
Sure,
sit down
sure.
and say,
We can,
okay,
yeah, I can do
okay,
that.
perfect. We can do that because that is a wonderful project. Because when I come back to the Philippines, God willing, when this world will open, I will definitely be there and be
Yeah.
present into what you guys are doing. So I cannot wait. Awesome. Is that complete your question? Satisfied your question,
Oh yeah,
Michelle? And yeah,
absolutely.
okay. Maybe we're
I'm
gonna go
actually
with Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually wanted to tell them if they need help with project planning, because that's my expertise as well. So I can
Mm-hmm.
help you because I
Wow.
actually wrote down a lot of things already. Yeah, if you need anything like, like expertise, we can connect you to people who can, provide you
Mm-hmm.
time to help,
Mm-hmm.
to help you
Mm-hmm.
actually, what do you call this, implement this properly, that
Mm-hmm.
every milestone you're able to
You
properly
reach.
cover
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can, that's what you said, be able to replicate this in the other communities.
Yeah.
So from
Mm.
that experience, from that first project, the pilot, that's always the first, that's a little bit difficult in the
Tricky,
beginning.
yes. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
once you see, the things that you need to address, like during the implementation process, as what Miss Angie was talking, you also have to look at the funding. You have to look at every facet of the project,
Mm-hmm.
for it to be successful and replicable and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
sustainable, and that is the very important
Yeah.
thing. Kasi we want to teach people how to fish, how to
Yeah.
how to live after the
Yes.
project is gone, and how and for them to do it, like
Yes.
for others as well,
That's
right?
right.
That's
Yes,
right.
it's gonna make a
Yeah.
ripple effect. Yeah,
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
way.
So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
That's
excited.
awesome. Yeah, I'm excited too.
I'm
So,
excited. Yeah.
yeah, Michelle is well connected in the Philippines, even though she is already here. She is actually well connected in the Philippines. She
Oh
knows
wow.
quite a bit of people in
Wow.
there. So,
Wow.
just like
Yeah, we really
you're
need that, Tita.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Ako lang.
yeah.
I was 22 last
Ah,
year. So I'm
magkakaedad lang pala tayo.
We're the same age.
remember, you guys started a lot of things when you were 22.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I said
Very
last
true.
year I was 22 as well.
So yeah, she's well connected. It's just amazing that we can all connect you in one, so that if you have any questions or anything like that, she's there for you, and she have some connections back in the Philippines that
Oh,
can help you with those planning. So yeah. So anyways,
yeah.
let's go to Mark. Mark, what are the things that you needed? What can we do, and how can we help you?
Yeah, actually, no, I wanna answer yung kanina Tita was asking for what's our plan for this year.
Yes.
Lovanne has been good in sharing on what's our long-term plan. Kasi nga,
Mm-hmm.
what we want is not just give something and then after that, wala na, or
Mm.
Wala.
there's no impact anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our main goal is really to help the community to be more sustainable or develop.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but before sharing our plan for this year, I guess I want to highlight that I said it a while ago that whenever we go to communities, we don't impose the solution there
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because who are we? We just been there for days or months. They've been there for
Yeah.
years. Who are
Mhm.
we to tell them that this is what they need? So,
Mm.
so
So you
year one
immerse
is really
yourself.
yeah, year one is really immersion. Year one is really getting to know the community,
Perfect.
engagement,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
outreaches. That's why
Mm-hmm.
Luvan and us are really busy doing donation drives,
Yeah.
medical
Mm.
mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's really trying to engage them, or somehow in a relationship, right? Here in the Philippines, there's a ligawan stage. or what's that in
Yes.
English? Courting, courting. There's a
Courting.
Yeah,
courting
we're
stage.
courting the
So we're
community.
in
Yes.
the courting stage. But
Perfect.
I guess what's very strategic in what we're doing is while we're doing the donation drive, the medical mission, the feeding program, is that we're very intentional in knowing the profile of the
Yeah,
community, their needs, their pain
you get
points,
to know them.
who are the key people, what are
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
their challenges before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so our 1 year plan is really to do a series of community engagements. I guess
Mm.
Lovanne has already done medical mission. Tama ba, Lovan?
Yeah.
Donation drive
Medical.
or just
Yeah.
recently, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Recently. Yeah.
so we
Mm.
also have provided already solar in the nearby community, but another sitio.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, it's really somehow we're still on the baby stage of the project, and we're engaging with the what we call it community champions, the key people in the community. These are the tribal leaders, the local government officials, the local school or the local NGOs that are there already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so aside from the medical missions or the outreaches, we want to emphasize that for this year one, we want to focus on giving light.
Yes.
Giving
Um,
that perfect. Mm-hmm.
it's like our entry point. It's not the end
Yeah.
goal. It's like
Yes.
because having light would mean them having access to education, means
Yes.
them having access to a better opportunity because maybe on livelihood they need light at night to do more productivity. Um,
Mm.
yeah, so our plan for lighting them was, yeah, I think Lovanne has mentioned it. We're ongoing in the mapping.
Mm-hmm.
Our champion there is tagging the household. We're using GPS tag to really know how
Mm.
many household
Yeah.
and
Yes.
which household really deserve because maybe some household could afford. So
To buy. Yes. Yes.
we'll
Yes.
not include it
Yeah.
anymore so that
Yes.
the funds would be used properly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's why we're still working on the figure, but the estimate is around 50. And the solar that we're planning to install has already 3 lights, and it could
Mm-hmm.
charge a phone. So
Perfect.
if you see their households, you would see that the 3 lights is really will be very helpful because their household is like I don't know what's kubo in English.
Nipa
Hut,
hut.
It's like a
a
tipa.
hut. Yeah,
Nipa
Nipa
it's
hut.
tip.
like
Tippy house.
it's like
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
hut with a
Yeah.
coconut
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
leaves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
etc. So
Yeah.
there are no there are no living room or dining room
Yeah.
or kitchen. It's all in one
It's
room.
just
So,
yeah.
so having 3 lights is really more than enough, or really a big help for
Wow.
these families.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, so after the success of that, we're aiming to accomplish that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lovan, no? Maybe July or August,
Yeah. Like
or
between
yeah,
yeah,
but
between
maybe
this
third
month.
quarter this year
Yeah.
once we raise the funds needed for it. But along with that, Lovan is already scoping and
Mm-hmm.
designing the what do you call that, Lovan?
Or
Training or
the
learning center?
learning and medical center, which is Kubo Design. So I already
Yeah,
designed all that.
Wow.
So and
yeah.
also
Beautiful.
yeah, and also we have this veranda for the volunteers and if the and the sponsors that they want to go there and they have this place to
Wow.
rest. Yeah.
Get
Lovan,
together.
am I right? It was already the
Built.
feedback of the community is positive that they will give us the
Yeah.
land. Yeah,
Actually,
so
because
that's
I
one
signed
They're
good
gonna
thing.
give you guys a land? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
for 25 years. I we signed already, and they were waiting for the local government too. That's why
yeah. So
I'm so excited because my our plan is like this, and then we have this like oh my,
It's
because
opening. Yes,
yeah, it's
yes,
funny, yeah,
yes.
we
You
will
pray
include that
and
in
he
the
will
solar
give to
project,
you.
pala,
mm,
Lovan. We will install a solar there so we could have
Yeah.
some facilities to be used by the community.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's really that we will see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
design. We're going with the site development plan and the key design there was really amazing and it was surprised because we I give a certain area there for homeless animals
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
this is a free pork for the pets, for the animals.
Aww.
You
Because
have
I
somewhere to
love
stay
that.
now already if
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
there.
So they could just like eat,
Okay.
and I wanted to have like children uh going up there and see the nature and how we protect the entire community, and we love the animals,
Mhm.
how
That
we
is
feel them. So
amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, so
Well,
you
I'm
guys
so
just
proud of you.
yeah,
Congratulations for pulling that together. That
yeah,
land
you
alone is
guys,
going to cost a lot of
yeah,
money.
yeah. I have to take down notes as well. The materials that we're going to use as recycled materials.
Good.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
we'll be teaching the communities to do the bricks and other materials to do for the construction, because we're in a
Perfect.
Yeah,
construction now. So
yeah.
very
Yes,
Uh,
you are. Yes, yes.
yeah,
so
actually, to add on what Luvan is sharing,
uh,
again, I will always emphasize that this is not just our project. It's a
this
Yes,
project
is
of with the community. So
Mhm.
yeah,
that's right.
to get where we'll build them together with them.
Yes.
Yes,
So
build it together with them. Yes,
Mhm.
yeah,
yeah,
yes.
together with them.
Because if you do that, anako, they will show their respect. They will show their
Mm.
ownership, and if they show the ownership,
We will
they
take
will
care of it.
respect it and they will take care of
Yeah.
it. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and I love that. I love the fact that you always remember that. And I like what Mark said. We're not here to change you. We're
Yeah.
just here
To help.
to
Yeah.
to
To
adapt and
yeah.
see what you need and to
Yeah.
to make it into a reality.
Sure.
And I like that. We're not going to change people. We're just going there to add our ideas in order to help them grow in some directions. Maybe that's
Mm.
their wish. Maybe that's not what they want. But at the same time, you guys are working together. And so because of them giving the land, meaning they say, yes,
Mm.
let's do this.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I like that very much. So
Yeah,
that
true.
is amazing. I'm so excited for you guys. So
Yeah.
the plan, like
go
the
here now,
reason.
Tita, so we could go
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I know. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Actually, we have a kubo there already. We have
You
a
already have a
we,
Cuba there. Okay, as long as I can see an ocean, as long as I can see coconuts, and as
Tita,
long
there's
there's
as I
no
see
ocean
fish,
there. That's a
there's
mountain. But
yeah, it's
there's
a
river,
mountain.
there's falls,
river. Okay,
so there's still
And there's
water.
a flowing water
flowing
because we
river.
have a
Okay,
yeah.
I'm good with
So
that. I'm good with that. And the reason why I brought them here, guys, in Angie's talk show, because I am really supporting we build what we call the brighter future for the next generation. Brighter future for the next generation is something I shared to these two, and what they are doing is trying to help people, especially the kids. And what we want to do with all the team, and Mary Hazel is here, the principal in Bukay Abra. Jinky and Nicole are watching. Thank you so much. And of course, Rachel. And we have Eduardo Malgapo. Thank you so much for watching. Marlene Andres and Alicia Nolasco. Thank you so very much for watching and supporting us. So, anyways, the reason why I want this is brighter future for the next generation. Me and Michelle, and also a lot of people. Joy Tahan Lang is part of this one too. What we're trying to do is we support the kids because we know that the future of this world will be in the next generation. So what you guys are doing, giving them the light, that is perfect. Lovanne, what you're doing is making them healthy and giving them all these books and everything. I am 100% on board. I'll do everything I can in order to put things together and get people on board, and see what we can do to help this project. I might be here in Canada, but my heart is always in the Philippines, and I will never forget what I came from. And if you're telling me about this kerosene, when I wake up in the morning, I can see my brother with black nostrils, and I laugh at them and they laugh at me because we're the same. We cook on those with
yeah,
gato,
wood. Yeah,
woods,
yeah.
and
Wood
it's
fire.
oh yes, wood fire, and it's just the best. But I know exactly what you're saying, Mark. When you go to these places without no lights, yes, and you know what else gonna happen if they have life? If they have light, they have more things to do, not to be in the dark. So just the study, whatever it is that they're doing, and they can finish their work. And their day will be longer, and so that they can finish whatever project they have. So but again, guys, this is amazing. And the reason why, guys, I am believing and trusting in this, Mark and Luvan. They are professionals. They own their own companies. They don't need any money to keep for themselves if we give some donations to them. Mark is an engineer. He got some a lot of people like backing him up, and they whatever, every single pesos, it goes to a project. And I know that for a fact, because I can see their heart, their passion in serving people. So that's why I am not scared to give them whatever it is that we can. Every single penny counts. And if we can do like Michelle and her husband Jojo is saying, we're gonna go collect bottles if we need to. We can sell whatever we can sell. That something is going, whatever it is, whatever it takes. But we have so many supporters. We have Alicia Nolasco, who is a wonderful youth who's doing everything she can, and volunteering and collecting bottles. We have also Nicole, who's doing the same thing. They're bringing some bottles, whatever it is that they are bringing. And we also have the kids, Rochelle's kids are doing the same thing. So we have a lot of people out there already who are coming together.
Wow.
And I'm counting on Jojo for getting all those bottles together, because they have an organization that brings that. So other than that, I know, guys, that you are so dedicated, and you see
Thank you.
every single opportunity, and you take that opportunity in serving other people, and putting this and going the extra mile to make it work and make it happen for the other people. Their dream and wishes will come to reality. So God bless you, and I know for a fact that you're doing everything that you can. So you guys are both an inspiration.
Yeah.
Tell us why you're doing this. Why are you doing this? It's very, very important, because the question that I ask myself to stay grounded, I post this on Facebook last time. To stay grounded, I need to ask myself, who am I? Every single day, I need to remind myself, who am I? And I will need to remind myself, why do I exist? Why am I alive? And it's very important to stay grounded. And the number 3 question that I ask myself, what am I doing to give back? If I'm blessed enough and I'm grateful for the life I live today, what can I do to pay it forward? So this is why I'm gonna ask you, Lovanne, why are you doing this? You can be just like going shopping like any young, like
I
you
didn't.
know, you
I
can
didn't
go
have. I didn't have a time having that shopping
I
already.
understand, but why?
You
What?
know.
Like if you drop everything right now, like service, doing things like this, why did you choose to serve other than going shopping, going holidays, or whatever it is? Why do you do this, Luvan? Tell me.
I'm running. I'm running so fast right now because this is my opportunity to help. And I believe that this life is a borrowed life, you know. And this borrowed life, I need to bring back all the praises and the wisdom to him through this helping the communities and give a legacy that is could be transferable to next generations. That yeah, this is what I really, this is a passion. This is inside. Because when we close, as I always said, when we closes our eyes, that's the real one. But when we open our eyes, that's deceiving. So when we close our eyes, there's lots of things that we want to help ourselves and the others, right? So I do believe in that. So that's why I said to myself, I don't know when will be my last day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm running, and I'm every day is always my last day, and I always give my best.
Gives your
And
best.
then my best is to help and do great in what I'm doing. So
Mhm.
yeah.
I do understand, and
Uh,
to have that thought, to have that
mm,
energy, to have that passion in you,
mm,
I do believe that you can impact the world, leave a
mm.
legacy that a lot of people will really
Uh,
enjoy and inspire. Inspire.
yeah.
What's your message to the all the people who are like you in your age? Like, what's your message to them?
My message to them is being a leader is should be first. You have to lead yourself first. You need to be whole first before leading to other people, or to the community. When you're ready to be a leader to yourself, then little by little you give some kindness. You don't
Mm-hmm.
need to be rich. You don't need to be successful. You don't need to be someone or somebody. Um, for me, to the entire world, you can be, you can part of the change. If
Mm-hmm.
you can part of the change, even you're a vendor, you can just have spread the kindness in just one word or three words to a person, and they will touch. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Well, that's why you are so blessed because
mm,
of all the things that you do for others, and that's why I am very happy for you. Luvan is actually the chief operating officer of her own company. If you
mm,
wanna like find her,
mm,
Luvan Architectural Design, and one
yeah,
of the leading design and build company in the Philippines. So and also he got an extended business already in United
mm,
Kingdom in UK,
UK,
and yeah,
yes,
partnered on companies in China already. And
yeah,
this is not the only one that
yeah,
he also, this is what I'm so proud about her, is because he also founded and co-founded some businesses.
yeah.
And like yeah, what are those businesses, Luvan, that you co-founded?
Oh well, I had this young professionals were into film production that has
Hmm.
advocacy to have a indigenous film.
Mhm.
Yes, it's film productions that for
Mhm.
educate. This is like for educational film.
Mhm.
So I told them, oh yeah, okay, we could do this. You can make your own business name, and
Mhm.
then this is what you do, and yeah, and then this I actually give them the structure of the business. So
Beautiful.
mm,
Mhm.
and I said, okay, I don't need the profits, okay, I
Mhm.
don't just focus with your business. Then if you'll be
Mhm.
successful, then I'll be successful.
That's right.
So
And you're also hosting now a global TV.
yeah, I'm actually this is a new one, a new opportunity, but this is I propose at hosting in a TV, a global
Mhm.
TV. This will be this will be shown to UK and all, I mean Asia,
Mhm.
US as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. That's good.
Uh,
That's good. And there's so many different things still that Levan is doing. But he said, you heard it, guys. You don't need to be rich. You just need to be rich at heart and do everything you can. Everything is charity. And all these people who are hearing, especially the kids, guys,
mm,
helping with chores at home, listening to your parents, whatever,
yeah,
all the things, those are charities. Giving a
yeah,
smile, opening a door for someone else, those are all charities. So I believe in Luvan say you don't need to be rich. Just give everything your best, and like volunteer your abilities, your skills in doing things, and
mm,
be creative. And that is exactly what I am looking for in other people. So you're leaving a legacy, which is amazing. Let's go to
yeah.
Mark, and I'll be asking Michelle too as well, and I'll be asking Michelle why she is doing all these things that she's doing. But let's go ahead and go to Mark. So how about you, Mark? Why do you do this?
Yeah, actually, that's right, no? Doing this is really sometimes it's frustrating. There will be challenges, there will be
Hiring, yes.
discouragements.
Mhm.
But that's the one question that you always go back to. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
as for me, I always say to myself and to my team na uh, what's our hugot on this? What's hugot in English? What's our
What's in it for us?
uh yeah, what is the root of
The
why we're
root.
doing
Yes.
this?
Okay.
So as for me, as I have shared a while ago, there was a time that I was losing hope, and so I
Mm-hmm.
know what it feels when everything is dark, not just literally dark, no light, but
Yeah.
with your life is has no meaning or seems like no purpose. So it was through an outreach opportunity and through people who believed and supported me while I was going through that hard phase, and they
Mm-hmm.
gave me hope. So what I'm doing is just really it's my turn to be a beacon of hope to others as well.
Mm-hmm.
So because who knows, maybe the people we're helping is someday they too would also be the ones who would be giving hope to others. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
a ripple effect.
That's
And
right.
what I always say to my team whenever we have a meeting, same with what Lovanne shared in terms of legacy. I'm always encouraging my team that what we're doing, the community might not remember our name or our faces, but they would remember that there would be people who helped them in the hardest times of
Mm-hmm.
their life,
They
and that
will
would
always
be
remember how you make them feel. They might not remember your
yeah,
Sure.
name, they might not remember
Yeah.
your face, but they will alwaase remember how you make
True.
them
yeah.
feel.
True. True.
Yes.
Yeah, and it will
Wow.
be shared not only to their
Mhm.
generation but even to the next.
That's
So even
right.
we're not
Mhm.
here in this world, maybe uh,
Yeah.
the people, their children would be sharing to their children that
That's
some
right.
time ago we have no light, but now we have light because of these people. So
Mm-hmm.
or maybe before we have no learning center or a livelihood, but because of these people now we're really thriving and
Mm-hmm.
be able to live day by day.
Mm-hmm. And
So yeah,
yeah, and it's so true, anak ko. It's believing in people and what their abilities are, and giving them that trust and believing in them that get them that inspiration needed to move forward to the next level of their lives. And with that direction from you, both these people will be inspired. And if you care enough for them, why don't they not care about themselves and their kids? So it's powerful. I'm so happy.
yeah,
So what's your
yeah.
what yeah, what is your message to the people in your age?
Yeah. To my people with my age, we're full of energy, full of time and
Mm.
opportunity. I encourage you to try at least
Mhm.
one of this volunteering activity, or
Mhm.
try looking what I believe whatever you have that could be used in one way or another.
Mhm.
And don't be stressed if you think there's so many people that needs help, and who am I? We're just one.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, we're just one. But to the just one family or person that we have helped, it's a huge impact already. So imagine if
Mhm.
there's many of us who are helping at least one.
Exactly. Yes,
So
yes,
yeah.
that's so true. And you know what? This Luvan and Mark will be working with me on bringing the stories of a family. For example, if we buy a solar light for one family, they will be responsible in bringing the stories of these
Yeah.
families, and they will be giving us the story, the updates, whatever you guys need from them. And that's just how I trust and believe in them and what they're doing. So that's why I am absolutely 100% collaborating in everything that they do. So that's why, guys, when it comes to stories, I'll be posting more and more of the videos that they do in brighter future for the next generation, so that you will give them you will see all their updates and what they're doing in order to achieve what they said they're gonna do. Okay, so it is so important. Let's go ahead and support them, help them. For all the Filipinos around the world, we are here, brothers and sisters, and we are responsible. It's not the government that's responsible for people. We cannot count on anybody. We count on us. what each and every one of us, what can we do to make an impact? And maybe a lot of people have said, oh yeah, they are in the Philippines, maybe they're having fun, they enjoy what they like. That might be they were having fun being in poverty, but to me, thinking about what I've been through, I was not having fun. I was wishing somebody will notice me and the life that I had. That's exactly why I carry it. Why am I doing what I do right now? Because I've been there and I have felt. There might be some poverty here in Canada, but that's a different poverty. There are some resources given to us. Over there, there's completely nothing. I have nothing against any leaders or anything like that in our country, but we have the responsibility because we are capable to do what we can. And not only that, it is not our responsibility to help through, but it is definitely a privilege because we have the blessings that we find. So that's why it's very important you guys think about it. You're anywhere in the world, wherever you are, you're still a Filipino. Filipino ka pa rin, and you have that heart. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna ask and go ahead and ask Michelle in here. Michelle, why are you doing what you do, building so many different organizations, involve yourself with so many volunteering? Why do you do what you do? And you are a professional, a realtor as well. So you are so busy and your hands are full. So why do you do what you do?
Um, I think one of the things that I would always say when people ask me why I'm doing all of these, it's because I came from a very giving family.
Mm,
We were not like my grandparents. They were not rich. My paternal grandfather was a fisherman. My maternal grandfather was a farmer. But even though they didn't have a lot, but everybody in the community loved them
mm,
because they were not giving away money, they were not giving away food, but they were giving away their time as well. So they were also so involved with so many things, helping out their relatives, people in the community. So it was an upbringing that I think, it was this upbringing that inspired me to be like what Lovanne said. You don't have to be rich. We were not rich, but we are able to try to help enrich other people's lives. And I think that's the more fulfilling part of it, is even if you don't have a lot, but the joy that you feel when you give your hand to another person who's in need. That's, you can't replace that. There's You can't quantify that. There's
mhm,
no financial uh thing that attached to it. No, there's
mhm,
no price tag for
yeah.
that. But the joy that you see in the
Mhm,
faces of people that you help out, it's different, and it's something that I want my kids as well to learn, and to be able to embrace.
mhm,
I want them to always be humble. uh,
mhm,
so that's why, like, I do all of these things because I want to help people. I want, in all of these small little things that we do, help make a difference in someone else's life. It could be small for us, but for some people, as what Mark had said earlier, it could mean the world to them. So it could
mhm.
change. It could probably turn their life around.
That's right.
So it's something that, yeah, again, they may not know who we are. Later on, may not remember our names, our faces, but they will remember someone had helped them
Mhm,
earlier on, and
mhm,
to become where they are at some point
mhm.
in life, and
Yeah.
be successful and be able to give it, pay it forward. That's
Mhm.
something. You create a world full of kindness.
That's right. And there's
Yeah.
not enough kindness that goes around the world. So that's why we need to start it from us and
Yep.
start it from the person in your family. Start that love and kindness in your family. So that's why, like, if you want to change the world, change yourself and do something different. So it's very, very important. I'm so blessed to also know Michelle and doing what she does, because you always support the things that I do, every time I have something going on. And there's so many people around the world who are really, I'm counting on to really support us on every project. And I would love very much to say hello to Atines Filarca from watching from California. Thank you so much, Atines. And I want to say hello to Jojo Abisamis, and shout out to all the PCGBI Fort Saskatchewan chapter brotherhood, because they are the one who has this commitment. They have the brotherhood to be helping and serving also a lot of people, and they are the one who is committed to be helping us in all the projects coming up. So there's so many people around the world who are really helping us, and why we do what we do. And it's very important what you have done, and never expect anything in return.
In return.
Is the most important thing. What you have done, and if you don't expect anything in return, I tell you, and I kid you not, God will always see what you have done, and He will reward you thousand folds. And you don't need to ask.
Mhm.
You don't need to do anything to other people and go ahead and put it on social media. I did this. You got your reward. You don't expect anything else, because you already got your reward. But if you do something behind the scene, and you're doing and contributing all the time and doing the extra mile sincerely, passionately, that, my friend, you are adding all that list and checklist, and you know who's going to reward you. And that is very important. You don't need anybody to know doing what you do. And that's why I love about this young generations, especially when it came to the Lubaton. My heart just like enlightened, get brighter. It keeps me young to be thinking like, yes, can do this with these kids. And I know that with all the things that I've done so far in my life until now, I do believe that I have a second chance with both of these, and more people around the world, and more kids will be helped, and the legacy will be built. And that's something, my friend, that will never, never replace and got no price. So that's why you guys, thank you guys so much for all our viewers around the world. We love you. This show will not be possible without you. And of course, the show will not be possible without my special guest. Thank you, my lovely Lubatt. Thank you, my wonderful Mark. And thank you, my wonderful cousin Michelle. Thank you for
Pleasure is
every
ours.
bless you. God bless you all.
Thank you sa
And
lahat.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And please keep the messages of both Luban and Mark. Keep that message in your heart. And always remember, when you feel stressed, you always need to ask yourself, who am I? Why do I exist? What can I do to pay it forward? We love you guys. You have a wonderful evening. And God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for this
Thank
opportunity.
you.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
God bless.
And
God bless.
Appreciate so much.
wonderful day, Sunday in the Philippines, and have a wonderful evening wherever you are, part of the Philippines.